8 unmistakable signs someone close to you secretly resents you. Explained through Carl Jung's shadow theory. Have you ever found yourself sitting next to someone who seems friendly, but something in your gut just doesn't sit right? Their words are kind, but their energy makes you feel unsettled. There's no obvious reason to distrust them, yet, deep down, you sense a quiet hostility behind the smile. Carl Jung, one of the most influential thinkers in modern psychology, introduced a concept that helps explain this unsettling feeling: the shadow. The shadow represents the repressed parts of our psyche: envy, rage, resentment, inferiority, that we refuse to accept in ourselves, yet often project onto others. This article will break down 8 powerful signs that someone close to you may be harboring hidden resentment or hostility, even if they work hard to keep it masked. These signs are often subtle, but once you understand them, you'll begin to see the truth behind the mask. And beware, sign number 8 could completely change how you view someone you've known for years. 1. Contempt disguised as irony. Not all hostility is loud. Some of it comes cloaked in humor, particularly sarcasm. These individuals make jokes at your expense, often targeting sensitive areas. When confronted, they quickly retreat with, "I was just joking." Don't be so sensitive. These barbed remarks are rarely innocent. When the same topics are repeatedly mocked, it's not just banter, it's masked contempt. Jung explained that the shadow often leaks out through projections. What a person cannot accept in themselves, they ridicule in others. If someone persistently ridicules your values, dreams, or habits under the guise of humor, they may be exposing a part of their hidden self. 2. Subtle sabotage. Hidden resentment can turn into small, calculated acts of sabotage. These are not outright attacks but clever disruptions. Forgotten messages, misleading advice, or conveniently poor timing that hinders your progress. It looks like forgetfulness, but if it always happens when something important is on the line, take note. According to Jung, people who feel inferior but can't face their failure may unconsciously sabotage others to level the playing field. They won't openly say they envy your growth, but they'll make sure it's harder for you to succeed. 3. Silent competition. When someone feels threatened by your success, they might silently try to one-up you. Share good news? They immediately bring up their own accomplishment. Get praise? They shift the spotlight. Reach a milestone? They downplay it or suggest it's not a big deal. This form of passive rivalry often stems from deep-seated insecurity. Jung believed that people often despise in others the qualities they've failed to cultivate in themselves. If someone can't celebrate you without competing with you, you're not dealing with admiration. You're facing quiet resentment. 4. Superficial support. They act supportive, but only on the surface. When you're struggling, they vanish. When you succeed, their congratulations are flat or robotic. They're physically present but emotionally absent. This lack of genuine engagement is a red flag. True allies feel with you. They cheer for your wins and stand by your losses. If someone is always conveniently busy or emotionally unavailable during your defining moments, they may be secretly rooting against you. Jung linked this behavior to ego dissociation, a form of emotional detachment that masks inner conflict. 5. Control disguised as care. Some people cloak their desire for control in the language of concern. They constantly offer advice, criticize your choices, or warn you about your decisions, not to help, but to undermine your independence. You'll know it's not real support when their advice leaves you doubting yourself rather than feeling stronger. Jung explained that those who can't manage their inner chaos often seek to control others. They mask it as guidance, but it's really about power. If someone's help always makes you feel small, you're not being supported, you're being manipulated. 6. Gossip and passive criticism. Those who secretly resent you rarely confront you directly. Instead, they talk about you behind your back, planting seeds of doubt in others. Have you noticed friends turning colder without reason? Or colleagues acting distant after a conversation with this person? Chances are, someone has been sabotaging your image. Gossip is one of the darkest expressions of hidden resentment. Jung noted that this behavior is a projection. Those who are deeply insecure about themselves project their flaws outward by tearing others down. Their whispers say more about their inner chaos than about your worth. 7. No joy in your wins. When people care about you, they feel real happiness when you thrive. But someone who resents you will struggle to hide their irritation. They may offer a forced, "congrats," quickly change the topic, or even find a way to criticize your success. Watch for comments like, "That's nice, but it's not really a big deal. You could have done better. I did something similar a long time ago." These aren't harmless comments. They reflect a deep discomfort with your progress. Jung believed that seeing others succeed often forces unresolved personal failures to the surface. If someone is never genuinely happy for you, chances are, they're carrying something dark inside. 8. The body never lies. Nonverbal red flags. This is the most subtle and insidious sign of all. While people can fake words, they can't fake energy. You'll see it in a forced smile, a quick eye roll, a stiff posture when you share good news, or a flash of resentment in their eyes before they catch themselves. Jung stated that the unconscious never lies, and the body is its first messenger. Even if someone claims to love or support you, their tone, gestures, and micro-expressions will reveal the truth. The human body is wired to express emotion involuntarily. If your gut tells you something is off, trust it. Your instincts often sense the truth before your mind can understand it. Final thoughts. Trust what you feel. The most dangerous enemies are not the ones who fight you openly, but the ones who smile in your face while quietly hoping you fail. Carl Jung's teachings help us understand that we all carry a shadow. But when someone refuses to face their darkness, it leaks out, through competition, sabotage, false support, or emotional coldness. Stay alert. Don't gaslight yourself by rationalizing their behavior. And remember, energy doesn't lie. Words do. If you've identified someone in your life who fits these patterns, it doesn't mean you must confront them dramatically. But it does mean you should protect your peace, adjust your expectations, and most importantly, honor what your instincts have been trying to tell you all along.